Alrighty guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby. Currently, it is 4/9/2012, and this is my Raw Preview video, what I think is going to happen tonight, talking about Monday Night Raw. I want to let you guys know that I do have a new series coming out that is going to be basically a WWE Power Rankings, which is my top 5, rankings of what is going on in the WWE that week, as I move the microphone here. And I'm actually excited for it. You guys can look forward to probably come out today or tomorrow. One of the things that I've been looking at a lot lately in the Raw is, they are bringing back a lot of superstars. But we are also losing a lot of superstars come this week. It actually, once WrestleMania ended, they're gone. You have Rock, who came back and said he wants to be champion eventually, which leaves a cliffhanger about his possible return. But you also have Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, who are pretty much going to be gone. I don't expect them to be around. Triple H did sign a new contract, even though he is head management, and once Vince dies, he will take over. He did sign a 4-year contract. Now, I don't know if that is to wrestle or to what, but it was in their report, the end-of-the-year report, saying they did sign Triple H to a 4-year contract. So we could see him in more appearances. But if you look at the roster right now, you have Del Rio returning. Christian will come back soon. Jericho's with us till at least August. I think he's advertised through. He's got a couple appearances with Fozzy in June. But other than that, it seems like the people that are back for a while. Jericho is, Brock is back for a while. He does have a 1-year agreement contract with limited appearances. So he's advertised for the next 3 weeks leading up to Extreme Rules. Will he have a match? Won't he? I don't know. I don't see him wrestling anytime leading up to the pay-per-view. I think they would save that match for the pay-per-view. If he does wrestle, that would shock me. And it's almost a little bit intrigue of whether or not I want to watch Monday Night Raw is if he's going to get a match and if he's going to be appearing. He is advertised for this week, the 16th and the 23rd. As far as I know, at least 3 of those. And other than that, though, when you come to Raw, you have Johnny Laurinaitis, who's taking over. And it's kind of an interesting thing that's happening now. You have John Laurinaitis, who's in power, and you're seeing his guys get preferential treatment. You had R-Truth having to go up against Mark Henry and David Otunga in a handicap match on SmackDown. You had Miz getting a victory. And I think it'll be interesting to see what happens with all these Team Johnny members, getting that preferential treatment. It could ultimately, I think, lead to a storyline of potentially Johnny losing his job because he favors the superstars. And I didn't even think about this before, but I think eventually what will happen is, I don't know if there'll be complaints, if something will happen, we could potentially lose John Laurinaitis as a GM. I don't know how long he's going to be around, but I do know some of the matches he's been making has really favored, all the guys that were a part of him or supported him. You have Zack Ryder, who is not a fan favorite of Johnny Laurinaitis. You have Santino, who defended his title the very following night after WrestleMania. You have Chris Jericho, who beat up on CM Punk after, John Laurinaitis said CM Punk would be facing natural disasters. So I'm guessing Lord Tenzai will be facing CM Punk at some point. You have Brock Lesnar, the F5. That's a natural disaster. You have a lot of potential for what's going to happen. And I'm actually at a high interest peak of interest for me wanting to watch Monday Night Raw. I'm actually kind of getting excited for it to see what happens. So tonight there hasn't been any matches announced like the last couple weeks. They've actually announced a match ahead of time or a match or two. Leading up till right now about 6:45, there was nothing announced. So if something does get announced before Monday Night Raw, I do apologize. This video was done in advance. But I see tonight, I see Team Johnny members getting a little bit of preferential treatment tonight. Maybe some tag team matches, maybe a handicap match or two. And we'll get to see Brock Lesnar in what fashion, I don't know, guys. But my name is Tubby, the Raw Preview.